Yeah, hello. Just throwing the link out there. Not there. Let's go there. We are going to be working on some whips today. Yep, sounds about right. Let's find some music. Some music to listen to that will not get me in trouble. Hello, hello. Just getting all set up and squared away so we can start working on some whips. How are you? What you up to? Ooh, that looks good. K-pop demon head. Howard shirt. Ooh. Not that. No, thank you. Turn that. Can y'all hear that? Thank you. Hi, Brittany. Can you hear the music or do I need to put on a different device? We don't need this. I'm so ready to get my hair chopped Friday. So let's go grab our goods. I have all of these mushy boys that need to be done. You don't hear it? Okay, it needs to be a different device then. Just means I can close out that. And then I also have all these cats and 2 chickens and 2 pocket frogs to finish. And I need to leave from a market at 1:45. And I decided that I did not want to film and edit this video. I was just going to go live instead. All right, let's see here. I know, right? Hey, so you're the only one here. I'm thinking of getting a vertical labret piercing. Not sure. I like it. Are you willing to hear me whine about how much it hurts as it's healing? Is that okay? Are you up for that? Oh, I'm on top chat. Let's go to live chat. Although you're the only person here with me, which I appreciate you. All right. Oh, wrong way. Can we hear it now? You'll provide all the support. Nice, nice. All right, so these fuckers need some noses. But yeah, the pivot. I started to feel stressed out by this, and I was like, we are not doing this stress bullshit. No. This is supposed to be fun. Thanks. Just got out of therapy, made some plans. Not at work today. It was funny. I was going over all the things I got Harper with my therapist, and she's like, I need a wife. So I'm like, okay. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Deandra. How are you? We are currently working on a mountain of loaf cats, which I need a container of some sort to put them in to show y'all. Add another to the harem. No. No, she did not mean me. We do not cross that line. But I guess I'm doing pretty good. And the best thing is some of the things Harper has actually picked out for herself and has completely forgotten. Hey, y'all. Saw live. Yeah, today's therapy day and market day, so I took it off of work. And, since we're closing here on Friday anyways. I ain't bothered. So we are trying to get a plethora of items done before tonight's market. My last market of the year, y'all. I did it. I survived. I applied to Anime Town Pensacola last night. So we shall hear back from them hopefully soon, TM. I'm going to go. Currently, I have 0 in January. There is 1 I am considering, and it is at the end of January, close to the end, the 24th. Thank you. But it's invitation only. That's an odd sound. Look at its little nose. Little nose. Hold on. Where is, there it is. Okay. So, for everyone else who has joined in, I will show you what we are working on. We are trying to finish off all these live cats and all these mushy boys. And then I've got 2 chickens and 2 pocket frogs over there that need to be finalized too. That is what we are working on. And for this point, I do kind of do it in assembly line fashion. So they're all going to get their noses, and then they'll get stuffed, and then they'll get the final round, closure, booty holes tucked in. But yeah, so I'm interested in trying to find a way to get into a market that's happening January 24th. It is at a local brewery called Odd Colony, and they do an event called the Grown Up Book Fair. And all their events, all their markets are invitation only. So I'm going to have to pimp myself hard to them because there's no vendor application. I have 2 contacts who can share the organizer's information with me. And I say 2 so that I can confirm it's the right person. And I will need to compile my email and my photos for samples and then reach out. But I wanted to run it by my therapist first to make sure I wasn't doing old habits. That this isn't the I need to prove that I have worth kind of behavior, and more of a I know how to handle myself kind of behavior. Because let me tell you, if 2024 Tori saw the markets we did in 2025, I think she would have laid down in front of a bus. Because I think I did 20 something in 2024 and thought I was going to die. So anyways, yeah, I know, right? Checking in, making sure that I'm not doing dumb shit all the time. So how are y'all? What are you up to? What are you working on this fine Wednesday? A couple of days before Yule. I'm having some friends over on Saturday, and we're going to make some Yule decorations. We may even pop up to the university to go walk their nature trails for some nature items. My complex just did landscaping, so all of our pine cones and whatnot have been cleared out. Cleaning the kitchen, nice. Surviving. D, I love you. I need to talk to you here soon. You seemed lovely, but maybe spent. Same cleaning. Both y'all cleaning. Nice. I think what I'm most excited for. Oh, I also have Ollie the ornament that I need to finish. He gonna be big, but I want him done for tonight. So we're gonna be here a minute. And if it's not vibing on the live, we can go hop in the lounge somewhere. But yeah, let's hang. I want to be on for at least an hour, just so I can get my Vlogmas done. Yeah, I think it was just Brittany and I when I was saying this. I decided that instead of recording this to edit later, we're just going to make it a live part of Vlogmas. All right. We're getting these noses done. So I got a lamp for my kitchen actually. Earlier this year, I saw how people were doing the whole pretend you're a tavern closing down for the night in your kitchen to make it more pleasurable. And you can do that by, just putting a warm light lamp in there. And so I did that. And oh my God, the cozy vibes that it makes. I love it so much. Aw, you're so sweet, Alyssa. That's my fire wifey, y'all. There we go. So I mentioned this on Dee's Live, but I want to clear out a lot of old inventory and a lot of my one-offs and some of my earlier makes that are not up to my current standards. Well, thank y'all. So I'm going to dedicate one of my tables. I have 3 4-foot tables in my setup, but one of my tables is going to be my Misfits friends. And I marked them all down to prices that if I was wanting to get full cost, I would be mad at myself. These are just please take my shit and go prices. And then my bees. Oh my God. Earlier this year, I want to say in the spring, I just fixated on sparkle bees and did almost an entire skein of all the different Burdette sparkles and the bees. And let me tell you, I've not had to make bees since. And I am so done with bees. I want them out of my booth. I want them out of my stock. So I posted a reel today. And with tonight's market, every $15 order gets to pick out a freebie, if you will. Land of Misfits. So, Land of Misfits. Okay. I usually do a Misfit friend basket, and that usually is picked over and out first. But yeah, it's just like my one-offs. The pattern tests, I was not fond of how they turned out. Things I've been sitting forever. So majority of the year, snakes were flying and flying and flying. All my snakes, my baby garden snakes, my regular size snakes, they really haven't moved in the past couple of months. So they're all getting marked down to half price. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. That one's already stuffed and closed, so we're just doing a smaller one. Brittany, how are your classes going? Did you finish your finals? So yeah, tonight, Misfit table and freebies to try to get shit out. And if I get into that grown-up book fair, it's definitely going to be a few statement pieces. I'm going to say definitely a silly hand. I'm debating on getting the smaller silly hand pattern to add some more cost-effective ones. But I've been to their events, and some people only get a 1-table setup, and some people can go outside to set up a booth. I'm not sure which set of people I would be put with, so... If I'm a 1-table person, probably not silly hands. Damn, girl. Slay. Good job, Brittany. I'm so proud of you. You're kicking these classes' asses, and I'm so happy for that. You're working toward your master's, right? And then get an extension for your capstone. Oh, capstones. Yeah. Look at this one, y'all. This is the colorway Daisy Chain in Premier Basic Chanel. It's really cute. And this one is from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember the colorway. Masters in Business. No, D. Oh my God, we're having to deal with that now too. Yeah. I just wish my faculty would not solely rely on a program to grade that and actually read it. D, I am so sorry. I hope that they will take your appeal and that you get it fixed, because that's just not right. You worked too hard for that. There are no original words. I mean, come on, we're the English language. We've mugged other languages in the back alley and rifled through their pockets for loose change and grammar. There ain't nothing original here. And you go to a religious school, there ain't nothing original there. Oh, so that say things not original. Yule. Oh. I like that one. Yeah. Speaking of not original and Yule, I had an impromptu, I guess, Yule lesson I was not prepared for on Sunday, where I was sharing with some friends about it, and some traditions that Yule came with that has been adopted into other places. So how, like, with Santa Claus, Boomer Sooners. What? Okay. Oh. Hells if I keep up, huh? I'm a boomer wannabe, apparently, sometimes. Where was I going with that? Like the tradition with Santa Claus, and you have to be good all year to get things. That has some origin with Yule, of the, you're reaping what you've sowed for the week. What are you sending me, girlfriend? Ah, yes, that is important. I will do that tonight, D, when I set my items out, because I have 2 Yule cats and my monsters. Ooh, do I have time to do a Cthulhu? Probably not. No problem, babes. So it'll be closer to 3 or 4 my time that you'll get that. We are almost to the bottom of this basket for noses. I was talking about Yule and reflection and, reaping what you've sown, basically, what you've put into this year, being able to bring the rewards of that and bringing you good fortune for the next year, kind of thing. Another thing with Yule is, longest night of the year. Evergreen's a big thing because it symbolizes a shield of resiliency, because it's surviving through the harshest of winter. Now, Yule is a Germanic tradition that also has some relation in Celtic. You can see it. It may not be the same name, but the same things happen across all the cold countries. You're welcome, babes. So there's a lot of things that are mixed and matched. Obviously, where I'm at, I don't have to worry about the harshness of winter, except for the 1 week it decides to visit in January and give me 10 inches of snow. So, obviously I'm not going to be celebrating for those things, but it's a nice fresh start. But yeah, evergreens are a symbol of Yule because they survive the harshness and bring life again. They live through all that harshness. So go things. What was the other one? But yeah, taking stock of your stores, seeing what you need still to get through the rest of the winter, the sun coming back, woohoo, yay, the lights winning. All right, all the cats have their noses on them, now to stuff them. Get stuffed. But another big thing that is shown in like gift giving is if you still have abundance, you share that with the others who have lesser than, sharing of the wealth. So that spiraled into gift giving. The 20th is Mudra night. The night of the mothers. And then the 21st is solstice, longest night of the year. I know, right? Longest night of the year. All right, it's stuffed. And yeah, I'll be getting together with those friends again on Saturday. We're going to go visit probably the nature trails in the university to gather some natural items. And we're going to make some wreaths. I actually have orange. Oh, I got to check the oranges. Oh, you're so good. You are done. All right, sorry. ADHD break. Gotta go rescue the oranges and move the ones off that are done. We used cloves and star anise Sunday night to decorate some larger oranges. Oh, they're so pretty. There's the camera. So yeah, we decorated some. These are not quite done yet, but I also have small mandarins that I had sliced up and some apples. And these are really going to be for like wreaths and whatnot. The larger oranges we'll probably put on string. Which I've got the cording and the needles for, so that's fine. And the apples definitely shriveled up, so we'll probably use the apples in the simmer pots. Those oranges are done. The rest go back in. But yeah, I know we're going to make a wreath, and my Yule log is Swiss cake rolls and strawberry shortcake rolls because I don't want to make a Yule log. I was judged by a snooty family member who thought they were the best baker in the world, and it really discouraged me from doing the Yule log. And then I realized I don't have to bake a Yule log. I can just get Swiss cake rolls. Same difference. So we're definitely doing the wreaths. We already did the orange and cloves. We will do, if we can find good pine cones, we'll make a long one for the pine cone where we're putting our wishes on there and wax, and then halfway through next year, throw it into a fire. Woo. What else are we doing? I have a huge list of options, but we don't have to do them all because, again, the point of Yule is relaxing, self-reflection, rejuvenation, not stressing yourself out to the capitalistic max, which is great that my last market's now, basically today, and going into the Yule season. Well, the whole month's Yule season, really. Going into the actual 12 days of Yule, I don't have to have things done. I am actually got that entire time off. Let's see here. We're still shoving stuffing in a cat. You know, I love talking about crochet out and about, but in out of context ways. Oh my God, I just have so many bags of body parts at home, and seeing the looks that other people will give you and the nervousness. I'm like, but yeah, January 1st, same friends who we're doing the decor with, we've agreed to do a bonfire with too, or they've agreed to do the bonfire because they've got the fire pit, and we'll get to burn all the items. And so we release it from the old year into the new. Another thing about Yule, the 12-day span, it's generally considered not part of either year. It's an in-between. It's a gray area, so it's not fully belonging to the year prior, and it's not fully belonging to the year ahead. So, yeah, again, just a great time to refresh. I do have some projects around the house that I plan on doing, like revisiting the kitchen. You know, I've got my old rug that I used to have in my office laying down in there now. I've got the little lamp, the cozy lamp. Okay, hold on. We'll turn on the cozy lamp. Oh, yes. And I also put up a second curtain. And I need to find tie backs that I like so that I can have it tied like that. And oh, they're green velvet. They're so pretty. But look at that cozy light. It's just a simple lamp. And so that make it even better. It's a, oh, you can't see. It's a green mushroom lamp. Target, $10. That now lives in there for some cozy vibes. I know, right? Target. It is. I was concerned since the whole thing is green glass, that I was going to make it a very green cast. Yes, very library vibe. We also got like color changing fairy lights, 66 feet worth. And I got clear command hooks, and I'm going to put them up around the perimeter of the living area. That's another Yule project, I guess. Winter break project. All right. First round of stuffing is in. Now we pick. Do y'all want to pick my hook? I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 options here. All right. So we can go Christmassy with the magnolia. I don't know. That's just the green and the gold scream Christmas to me. Oh my God, I'm an influencer. We can go, blue moonstone. I'm vibing with that. Or we can go out of my comfort zone and do garnet. Let me throw up a poll for y'all. Miss Crow, baby, there is no room for you up here. Engage, start a poll. Do we want which hook? Stop, there is no room for you. Magnolia, blue moonstone, add an option, garnet. All right, start poll. Which hook shall I be using? So I think this is the only one I actually need to use a hook on. Everything else is stuff and sew. I know, right? Well, while y'all are voting, let's give her some love. That's our Miss Crow. Y'all been hearing her in Vlogmas. And she, all right, now, if you're not going to be held, you're not on the desk. Sorry, baby. There is no room for you. All right, let's look at the results so far. We have 2 votes for Magnolia, 1 vote for Blue Moonstone. I see 2 active watchers, so that's it. Magnolia it is. I love Magnolia. It's definitely a favorite of mine. All right, so now what we're going to have to do is do the final round. It's the final round now. And then the final stuffing. And then close it up and give it a booty hole. So the 2 blues are already sealed and closed. Let's throw them in the basket. And let's start on these. She's a little anxious because she saw that I packed up the car today, so she knows that I'll be leaving and gone the afternoon and evening. I won't be getting back home until like 9:30 at the earliest, but Harper will be home. We have learned and grown that she doesn't have to accompany me to markets. And as a 1 card family, she ends up Ubering or lifting home instead, which doesn't cost much. And it is worth the cost for both of our sanities and our mental health. One of those things that I've learned getting older, that you don't have to do it the hard way just because it's quote unquote the right way. There is no right way. There is the way you decide to complete it. So yeah, she'll be coming home tonight after work via Uber or Lyft because Uber's CEO is a bitch. Did you know that the vocalists for the singing voices for Huntrix are considering doing an actual group project? Harper told me this. I haven't actually looked into it, so it could just be hearsay. As long as it's not heresy, yo! You're not wrong, D. You're definitely not wrong. All right, let's angle this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry, no cleavage shot today, y'all. It's covered. I'm feeling more they coded today. I was telling Harper, I feel they by way of tomboy. Y'all, I was talking to my therapist today, and we were going over, or I decided to go over some of my year-end stats, and I pulled up my Square report. I'm not going to share the total sales here in dollar money, but apparently, for all that I tracked, and I didn't track every cash purchase, I sold over 1,000 individual items. Cleavage for another day, yeah. So over 1,000 individual items. Holy shit, y'all. I feel like a bad ass. Thank you. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you. I appreciate the support, y'all. Y'all are great. We're going on 32 minutes since I started the live. Hydrate, y'all. And yes, coffee and energy drinks count as hydration, as long as you drink something not bubbly in the day. I had a panic the other day. I was like, oh my God, I'm down to 1 bottle of Second Wind concentrate. What am I going to do? And then 2 things occurred to me. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. 2 things occurred to me. 2. 1, I know the people. 2, I froze a bunch of it. It's in my freezer. I'm not out. I'm good. I am so good right now. With that being said, I did French press some coffee this morning instead. What I'll probably do is use the cold brew concentrate to make my coffee to go to the event tonight. What is Harper messaging me about? Oh, right. The power went off at Harper's work. If it stays off for too long, she's going to want to come home. In which she can either Lyft or Uber, or I can go pick her up. I have no problem picking her up. I got to go take a package to the mail anyways. I also was considering during winter break, after Christmas, but basically from Christmas, day after Christmas till New Year's Eve, going live every day, debating between Instagram and YouTube. But really, I just want to drive my numbers up some as I figure out what I'm wanting to do. But then I'm also thinking of okay, that sounds fun at all, but am I going to take myself away from my planning time? Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate the validation and the making sure that I am doing it carefully. That is very important to me. Harper, Harper forgot I took today off of work entirely, so she thought she would be taking me from work to pick her up. Oh, God, I love her. All right, 2 more to crochet around, and then we stuff and close. Final stuffing. I like my cat's rotund. I will have to weigh the consideration and make sure that I'm not stalling on my business planning, because this will be the first year that I actually make a business plan instead of fly by the seat of my pants. I also want to prep for some large markets that I have coming up. I'd love to get some bigger projects done for like Anime Town, for Mobile Punk Rock Flea, for Pinsa Pride, Hazashi-Con, Pensacola Punk Rock Flea. Super excited. Mobile Punk Rock Flea announced their dates. It is May 3rd, which, what is that, a Saturday or a Sunday? All right, no, we're just gonna go to year 2026 May. Oh, it's a Sunday. Okay, I see you. My friend hosts that one, and last year it was incredible. Oh, wait, where was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. It was my second best market of the year. It really was going to compete with Pinsa Pride. I would love to break 3K at Pinsa Pride this year. I pulled up my report, and I only did, oh my God, I did incredible. I did 2.6K. And I saw the things that really went well. I can review my report and see what I want to do. Again, definitely bringing back the spiders. I need more of the queer spiders. In fact, I have a lot. That's one of my projects for the break. Is I have 15 different flags I have represented in spiders, and I'd love to have 10 of each flag at least. Maybe 5 of the lesser known ones, maybe 15 of the more known ones. But yeah, so I would like to make 150 spiders over break. If not completely start to finish, then at least the 2 body parts. And then put them in Ziploc bags, gallon Ziploc bags, all of one flag in one bag, all of one flag in another bag. All right. Say bye-bye to our pretty hook. Move my coffee out of the way. Now, where is my... There it is. Let's put away the black yarn and get out the pink one for the booty holes. All right, and grab a fistful of stuffing. Grab a fistful. If I do that live every day, it probably would be pretty inconsistent on when. But I might run it subathon method too. Every specific amount of likes is an extension of time. Every new subscriber is an extension of time. If Harper got me a capture card, I will be starting Twitch next year. Oh, it's your first one alone? Baby, even if I'm not live, I'm a FaceTime away. All right? If you need me to initiate instead of you initiating, let me know and I will do that for you. No problem. Because I know I will have the issues of well, I need this, but I don't want to initiate it because I feel needy or unwanted or blah, blah, blah. If that's how you're feeling, I can initiate. It's fine. Absolutely. I see future lounge hangs in our future. That would be the future lounge. Jesus Christ. All right. Haha. I probably need to move my glasses somewhere safer. All right, that's one closed. How many cats is this anyways? We are at 40 minutes. Hydrate or die straight. We don't need that, do we? Mm-mm. If the music's bothersome, let me know. It is hard for you to ask. All right. I will initiate. That is fine, my love. Ran to your water. Good girl. No, I'm also, because of exploring the gender fluidity and whatnot, I am looking at binders. There are days where I'm just like, I feel so wrong in my body, especially because of the size of my chest. And then there are other days where I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a boss ass bitch. Tits for days. So, who knows? Maybe I'm shifting more from demigirl to gender fluid, or I don't know. Thank God it's a spectrum and not linear. All right, noted. Both of y'all like to be called good girls. All right, so next important question. Have either one of y'all eaten today? Oh, hey, all. Welcome in. We are currently finishing up loaf cats. I've got a whole basket of them. Deandra, you make delicious bread you can eat. You had chips and pico for breakfast. Hey, that counts. Carbs and veggies. You're doing great. You plead the fifth. You had a donut. You know what? That's fine. Brittany, unless if you're feeling nauseous from not eating, you need to go eat some chips or a cracker or a Uncrustable. Go find something. Or a spoonful of peanut butter. Go find something. If it's 2 M&Ms, I'll be happy. Just something solid in your tummy to work with that Red Bull, please. You're welcome, Melissa. I'll be grabbing myself a snack here when I am done with the loaf kittens. I was feeling sick to my stomach because of my medicines this morning, so all I've had is the coffee. But it had an entire protein shake in the coffee too. But I'm starting to feel stabilized, but I need to mentally, I won't be able to enjoy consuming it until I am done with this round of the loaf cats. Ooh, soup. What kind of soup? It is so soup weather. I love a good chicken gnocchi. Oh, damn. So my favorite soup to make for friends is my snow crab soup, but there's friends I can't make it for because they can't eat meat. And I'm like, all right, we're going to find something else. And I did a Marry Me Butter Beans. And I've done lemon garlic parm butter beans. Old Bay clam chowder. Nice. Okay. I'm not a fan of clam chowder, but there's reasons for that. And we're fine. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Old Bay, 10 out of 10. Thank you, Brittany. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure Harper got me a capture card. And so in the new year or over the break or something, I am going to start up Twitch. And it's going to be crochet or cozy gaming. Maybe we'll flip a coin each time. If I fill for either, we'll flip a coin if I'm filling one way or the other. And I am going to end up restarting my Animal Crossing Island on Twitch. So I've got to start working on graphics for that. All right, this is the 4th loaf kitty that is getting close. I'm definitely going to be getting Harper's old Switch because I only have a Switch Lite and you can't capture card that. So she's got to prepare her old Switch for me. Babe, I'm definitely coming to you for this. I will pay you in stitch markers and cleavage. We all heard that at the same time. There was no filter. It just came right out of my head and out of my mouth. My favorite villager. Oh, yeah. You can kind of read it on people. I think I am partial to... I forgot his name. Shit. Hold on. Liam? I haven't played in over 6 months. And I think it's... No, not Liam. Lionel. It's a koala. Ghost! I'm good. How are you, Ghost? Welcome, welcome. Lyman? Really? Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm feeling like a badass. Absolutely. Yes, please like the live, y'all. It helps me out. Your shot in lunch. How was your other market? You had another market. You think you had like 2 markets recently? I heard about your first one. How was the second one? Unless if I'm conflating you with someone else, in which I am so sorry. Oh, the tree one and the snow. Really? The snowman? Okay. I thought the gingerbread. Okay. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. That one's already done. 2 more to finish stuffing and sew clothes, and then we're on to the booty holes. All right, the power just came up back on for Harper, so she's going to hold out for a little bit longer and see how things go. If it goes out again, she's probably going to call it just because it's cold. I actually ended up having someone commission a stitch marker set based off of teasing the ones that I made for you. So that was fun too. They also got a set of amigurumi sticks. They jumped on the Christmas tree cake one. Congrats! Oh my God, Ghost, that is so good. That is so good. I'm so happy for you. How are your hands holding up? And I'm glad you're eating lunch. I just told everyone else to grab food, and I'll be grabbing me food once I am done with the kitty cats. Slay, Ghost. Badass them. Yes, you are. Just can't get enough. Okay, look, Soda Pop is a dirty song. Just actually listen to the lyrics. They knew what they were doing. I am covered in fluff. Gotta stuff these kitties. Stuff. Another pants cat, kind of. So this is actually from the Bernat Blanket Granny Square setup. And I did a few love cats out of that because I was curious to see how it would work up. And so it's more like you got a single in the face and all that. And I need to work up some more. Welcome back, Dee. Oh, I can't wait to see the new setup. That is if you share it. I understand if you don't. So yeah, not technically a pants cat, but close enough. It's a striped cat of a sense. Although I will have some pants cats because there are some cats that only got the face because I ran out of the skein. But that is not set up for tonight's markets. I'm basically doing quick finishes to pad things out. I do too. I got 3 of the colorways. My only big grr about that skein is, I should have expected this because the ombre that they have for blankets, each color is tied in, literally tied together in a factory knot, which normally isn't bad, except for when it comes up to the bobble time and I have the factory knot in the middle of a bobble. I kind of hate that. So I do cut each color separate as I work through it. All right, we have all of these done. Well, done. I still got to put on the booty holes and tuck the things in and clean off the fluff. But I preach to y'all to make sure you eat. I'm going to go grab a bite. But you'll see me. And we're going to turn on the adorable kitchen lights. Yes. All right, what am I eating? Something easy. No, you're not an option. I'm out of Uncrustables. That's a crime. Crimes have happened. Y'all, nothing sounds good. All right, we're gonna girl dinner this lunch. We're making an autistic girl dinner lunch. Because, bitch, I'm using a disposable plate. And we're gonna get some yogurt flavored pretzels. Maybe. It's being a bitch, I can't open it. Get the knife. Knife. All right, let's try this again. We are going to have some yogurt flavored pretzels. Yeah. We are going to have a piece of Gouda and some turkey meat. This is very autistically bland in color, not in flavor. Turkey meat. Do I want nuts? I gotta clean out my pantry. It's a mess right now. But it gets the job done. Ah, my If it'll open. All right. I have girl lunched. It is. It's an adult Lunchable. So we've got yogurt flavored pretzels, turkey meat, and I like the deli carvings, some Gouda, and some chopped pecans. Let's catch up. Yeti cat. Oh my God, it does look like a Yeti cat. Nice. All right, get a full setup and try out. Food. You know what? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me respond to the wife real quick. Okay. We be good. I got some nom noms in my tum tums. And as long as it didn't taste beige and it had flavor, you're fine. All right. Now they need their booty holes. Snip, snip. All right. Scrambled eggs and jasmine rice is real good. I have a couple of microwavable bowls of jasmine rice. We will keep convenience foods on hand for when we have waited too long and now we're just hungry and you can't make the decision. Look, ADHD issues, all right? You learn how to work with them. I have cans of Chef Boyardee. I have microwavable macaroni. There is nothing morally failing with having those items on hand. Fed is best. And making accommodations for yourself so you can take the best care of yourself is the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not usually if I do Chef Boyardee, I have to have a piece of butter bread with it. Not toast. Plain white bread with some butter smeared on it and folded in half. I don't know. Okay, it's a comforting thing from childhood, which, not a trauma, surprisingly. But yeah, it just, the Chef Boyardee feels incomplete. The microwave ravioli feels incomplete without some butter bread. I think once I'm done with these love cats, I will pop off because we're getting close to that hour. Or do I stay and work on the mini mushies? Because the other option is, hopping into a lounge somewhere to hang. Or turning on Stranger Things and continuing to watch it. I'm stalling because I'm trying to wait for the next half to come out. All right, two of these completely finished. I love this cup away. I'm also, one of the projects that I have for myself over the break is clearing out my Square inventory and starting afresh, taking all the old stuff. Aw, okay, babes. I was rewatching season 4 because I started season 5 and the recap, I'm like, I don't remember half of this shit. What? And so I went back and restarted season 4. Chrissy, wake up. Who is your favorite Stranger Things character? Even if they didn't make it through their season, who was your favorite Stranger Things character? I loved Eddie. I'm still hoping for a conspiracy fan theory comeback for him. I enjoyed... Bob was good and wholesome. So, Brittany, what I'm hearing is that over the break, whenever I FaceTime you for company, we are getting snacks and we're going to watch Stranger Things together. You haven't been able to get into it? That's fine. Not everything's for everyone. That's why there should be diversity in items available. Although I will say that Demogorgon I posted the other day was cute as fuck. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes, D, we know. No, I'm kidding. I know. I am well aware. I am well aware of your needs when you get scared too. Which is fine. Hey, as long as you know that about yourself and you advocate for yourself, then A+++. We love this. Three loaf cats done. Oh, it's a cat. It's appropriate cat. I actually liked how this one came out. I think I've only actually completed one from that skein. And I want to make a whole... I got 3 skein, different colorways in the granny square Bernat blanket. And I want to work all 3 up completely just cats. Another thought that I had for my break was, on the lives, if I do lives or maybe combining it with the lives or making it its own video, trying to finish off my Bernat blanket before the new year. Some of it's dedicated for some anchors. The variegates basically all going to be loaf kittens, mini loaf kittens. Thank you. All right, we passed the 1 hour mark. Hydrate. You need to clean your room. Well, go leave us on and go start cleaning. How much can you get done? We'll pick an item and you get that completed while I'm finishing off the cat buttholes. What item do you want to do first, Ghost? You need to clean off your desk. Do you need to pick up the floor? Do you need to make your bed? And since we're live streaming, if you have to move about the house, I won't be yelling about murder for you to have screaming from your laptop. Ah, the good old days. All right. This one, I think, was called Beach Foam, this specific colorway. And it's basically variegated creams. There we go. You can kind of tell it a little bit. So it comes out very spotted. I'm not mad at it. I like it. I found that one at Michael's. All right. Pretzel. Anyone else do a happy food dance? I do a happy food dance that Harper finds really cute. And apparently it's a neurodivergent thing. You should. I have sold over 100 mini loaf cats this year. You should. What I want to do is make a tapestry that says plushies are for all ages and have that hanging up in my thing nonstop. Tackle your yarn because your doctor and I'm sure I do have carpal tunnel, but need to actually make an appointment for the proper assessment. Yeah. You do happy food dance. Good. Might have to sell your yarn. Aw. Well, it's sad to see the end of an era, but it's exciting to know that you're making space for new things. So by tackling your yarn, what do you mean? Taking inventory of it, cleaning it up, caking it up? What? Sort, organize, and take pick, and put into piles. All right. So pick one of those and let's start. Obviously not the pictures or the piles because you'll need to sort and organize first. I'm taking it like all the blanket and all the chenille in one, all the acrylic in another. Will you continue cross-stitching or do you have to give up cross-stitching too? I know they're not the exact same hand control, but it's still a hand control. All right, the tabby cat. It's precious. This one, I believe, is actually called Tabby. It's a colorway. All right, so we are now at 5 completed mini loaf kittens. Woot woot. Slay. And we've got 4 more to go. Is anyone else doing oddballs get stitched in December? I am doing it on the maker side. So I started off with the Cyclops, and I've got 4 other patterns that I bought that I want to do for it as well. And almost all of them will be using Claire's Advent Calendar eyes. Small cross stitch because it takes so long already. Now I have to take more breaks, but I'll be sewing because that doesn't hurt. At least my pocket alters making doesn't hurt. Okay, good. I'm glad that you don't have to do a complete reset and that you still have some things that bring you comfort and joy. But your sewing is getting top tier, dude. Like, bro, seriously? Damn. Little boo-boo clothes? Damn. Monster High. Love that. All right, we got another one of these creamies. I need more string. Yarn, not string. And bite of Gouda. We're at 1 hour, 10 minutes. I only have one of these made up. I have more of the yarn, but I didn't want to spend so much time on it. But I'll definitely have the rest of the skein used up. I think specifically for the kink event that's going on in February. I know I want a lot of queer items for that. Because let's be fair, the Venn diagram of kink and queer is almost a circle. Thank you, Alyssa. I do love how this one worked out. Thank you. It is a lo-fi mix of K-pop Demon Hunter songs. And it's a 3-hour compilation, I want to say. Yeah. And it's considered not copyrighted because it's a lo-fi mix, so I can play it. All right. I love how that worked out. The colors links on this yarn is so short that it's like a constant color change. Like you have maybe 2 of the same color right next to each other before it goes into the next. You've been trying to avoid that show. Why are you trying to? Is it because it's been overhyped? Is that your thing? If it's overhyped, you're like, absolutely not. No, thank you. I'd rather go, eat nails. But yeah, they have really good music. I thankfully got to see it. Oh God, I almost sound like such a hipster. I saw it before it blew up. No, I saw it within like its first month on Netflix. I originally had no intention to watch it just because it looked like not good. But then YouTube and whatnot kept pushing the music video clips out to me. Basically, yeah. Okay. Kept pushing the music video clips out to me. And Your Idol is what finally won me over. I heard it, I was like, damn, that's a bop. And I watched the specific music section. I'm like, okay, I'm home all day today. Let's go to Netflix. We're pulling up it. And I love it. I got some of my friends to watch it. And I joked with them, okay, now to be fair, it is not accurate K-pop representation because they get to eat and they get to have breaks. If you know, you know. But the music is top tier. The actual songs, the melodies, the harmonies. Oh my God. The way the music's built and layered. Amazing. If nothing else, I would encourage you to check out the soundtrack and then you don't have to worry about the show. Free is a really good one. I'm biased to Your Idol because it's very boy bandy. And This Is How It's Done, I think, are my favorites. So I encourage you to listen to those at some point. You don't have to. I'm not saying that you have to. I just think that you would enjoy them. All right. This is the daisy chain from Premier Basics Chanel. I like how that works up too. It has a lot of white peeking through it, or cream. And I like how that colorway comes up. All right, guys, one more loaf cat. And then I need to decide, am I going to hop offline to do the mushy boys, or are we going to stay online to do the mushy boys? Which ones? And I take another bite of cheese. Make sure you like the live if you're hanging out, please. I appreciate that. It helps me out with the algorithm. Ooh, that's kind of short. Like me. Try to play both sides. Now I've got my own way. Got a problem child, 'cause I got too wild. Now that's how I'm getting paid. The video stage and hiding, the color shining. Stay as long as you have everything prepped for market tonight already. Lights charged. Oh yeah, all that's done. The car is even loaded. This is just whips that I would like to get finished before market. You're fine with either? Okay. But yeah, I just have whips I'd like to get finished for market and fixing another coffee before I go. So I'm good. Hey, how are you? Whatever I feel up to. Okay. Cool. You guys are cute. I think this is the most productive I've been on a solo live. Like, put me on a live, share a live with someone else, and I'll stay on task and I'll keep them on task. But usually what was it? Earlier this week when I tried to do the whips and chain, the one skein challenge on the live, it took me an hour to do 2 pocket frogs. And technically they're not done. They're sitting over there still needing closing. All right, y'all. We are now done with the mini loaf kittens. Man down. We've got 9 mini loaf cats done and ready for tonight. Let me go grab a reusable shopping bag to throw finished product into. That works. All right. We're going to dump this into a basket first. All right. So there's our cats. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 kittens done. Crow's sleeping in the sunshine right now. Just did a huge old detach her jaw yawn. There we go. There we go. Those are our kittens. Now it's on to mushy boys. That's our next work project right there. Good news is I don't have to sew any details on. I don't give them blush. I don't give them a mouth. I am like, let's go minimal. All right, how are y'all doing on your hydration? Do you need to go get a new drink? Is it time for a potty break? Check in with your body and your needs. And then once I get done with the small ones, I get to finish Ollie the ornament. He's gonna be big. We're gonna need this basket too. For those who are crocheters, what color mushy boy sells best for you? That's not red. Other than red. Enjoy your nap, Dee. Rest well. Purple? Okay, black, purple. I find I have a tendency to overstuff them. So they bulge. Purple. Yay, purple. Yeah, I do have purple mushy boy. Nice dark purple. I think I have 2 of each color over here. So I have black, pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Also, I find if I accidentally overstuff them, the caps flip upward and won't go back down. My pinks do really well. This is what it sounds like. Oh yeah, all my scrunchies and my cat ear beanies are going on my misfit table as well. Now that Harper's not doing the cat ear beanies for me anymore, I'm going to be taking those over, and their style and my style is different. So they look like they belong to different people. 1 mushy boy. I guess I shouldn't count it until I finish tucking everything in. Just stabbing him in the butt. Stab, stab, stab. All right. 1 mushy boy. Into the basket. And yes, I did just wipe my hands on my pants because that's the type of person I am. Stuff. Hopefully these don't take an hour and 20 minutes like the cats did. Yes. It's the free one from Instagram. This is the smaller one, so it works up still pretty chunky for me. But I sell these for $10. But yeah, I'm going to clear out all the inventory from my square and restart. And I'm going to definitely have to adjust some prices in this upcoming year. Like in the past couple of months, I did finally move my loaf cats from 15 to 18, and they're still popping off. I've had encouragement to move them up to 20. So, you know, it's one of those, I go back and forth kind of things. But I need to do the math again to make sure I'm accounting for my time and the materials and then profit margin. And I know people don't like hearing it, but it's just a fact. They have no problem with corporations doing it. But I need to have a profit margin in order to, you know, continue. If I am making it and just selling it at materials and time, I'm basically at a loss because I'll just be in a never-ending feedback loop cycle. Yes. Two green mushy boys. Done. Let's go blue. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. I get so many comments about how inexpensive cooking ingredients are, but you're paying for all the extra stuff of running a business, not just thank you. And if it's so inexpensive, why don't they make it themselves? Oh, because the packaging, the time, the quality. You know, you got to pay for the things you're using. Okay, so you're Katie. I was like, I think that's Katie. I don't want to ask. I do need to ask, but cookies, okay. I know who you are. I know you. I'll see you in a couple hours. Oh my God, the testing, the amount of product that has to get tossed out that can't be used because of testing or bad batches or whatever. Yeah. They have no problem spending $30 on a coffee cup. You're good. I was just trying not to be weird, but I was weird anyways. They'll spend $30, $40, $60, $80 on a tumbler or a coffee mug, but $5 for an amazing cookie, they get pissy about. Or, you know, $60 for a snuggler. Look, that took a couple hours and a lot of yarn, and then the hand embroidery for the eyes to make it baby safe. That's a lot of time. Now, I do have a misfit table where I'm going to have a ton of things knocked the way the fuck down just because I want it out of my inventory. I'm not even going to be making material back on those items, but at least they'll be out and I have room for new things and it doesn't take up storage in my house. That's another thing, storage. The space in your place, taxes, all that fun stuff. All right, we got a blue mushy. We are 3 mushies in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. All right, I know I have another blue in here. There we are. Look, I even have my hot hands and my toe warmers that are in the car ready for me, too. Yeah, I get you. Why do you think I put another kitty on top of the other kitty when you gave me the bag of misfit cookies? I was like, oh no. Okay, well, if they do run out or low, mine lasts for hours. I have 4 of them. I can part ways with 1 easily. For tonight, you have to return it at the end of the night. Just in case, just let me know. Harper will not be coming with me as of right now. Her plans are to come home and chill. So just, message me on Instagram and we can dash and meet halfway or something if you need a light. Dude, the organizer keeps saying in the emails, setup doesn't start until 2:30. And I get there at 2:30 and people are like already completely set up. Do they just not care about the organizer's rules or what? My autistic ass is like, it's 2:28. I need to circle the block. You should be good. All right, awesome. Just in case, you know the offer's there. Community over competition, kindred spirits, aka Cox. Okay, yeah. Awesome, love that. Now watch, today be the one time I get there at 2:20, be like, you know what, I'll just start sitting up and get my hand slapped or something. All right, we got 2 blue mushy boys. Hydrate. Purple. Another fistful of stuffing. I think I'm going to call it after the mushy boys. I do need to run a package to the post office. And then I think I'll put on an episode of Stranger Things to get through Ollie the Ornaments. Surprisingly, the rust color hens are my chickens that are selling the best. I thought it was going to be the cream ones, but nah, the rust color ones have just popped off. Oh, that's overstuffed. It's the takedown. It's so obvious. Can I gear up and take it down? One of my goals next year is to hit 1,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. That would be pretty amazing. I got content ideas, and then I learned a few other key strategies that I now have to take in and review into my plan for next year too. Things I didn't even think about. Like, apparently the style of video is a thing. Vlog versus talking head versus something else. And making sure they're spaced out if you do multiple types. And not just glumped together. I didn't even think about that. Purple. Boop. Illusion. Never had you, they had you. You're fooling. How can you put yourself? I swear to God, find out that this playlist is AI generated, I'm going to flip a table. I really will. I am not a fan of AI work. Hello, hello, welcome in. We are currently working on mushy boys, finishing them off. I've got a whole tray of them here that need to be stuffed and sealed. And I am covered in fuzz, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So this is my first year doing the Palafox Holiday Market, and it's definitely, I was not mentally prepared for it at all. Not in a bad way. the inconsistency and the surprises and, just overall, it's good. Something good I learned. Two purples. Ian. There we go. All right. Pink or black? I think I'm going to go for the black ones. Hey, awesome. Ghost agrees. Thanks, Ghost. Ooh. Hey, Ghost. Transmag just posted their submission timelines for 2026 for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 editions. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's on Instagram. They posted up their submission timelines and the first 4 themes for 2026. I'm super excited because I went ahead and pre-ordered the second edition, and they're starting to ship out this week. So, yes. It's your third. Okay, cool. That second day blew my mind. Oh my God. Overall, doing better than my Saturday Palafox market. So I'm happy. I'd love to do this again next year. Except for January, June, July, and probably August. Yeah, I'll probably do 8 Palafox markets next year. And June, July, August, and January just take off from there. I do plan on doing Pinsa Pride in June. Yeah. I think that was the 3rd day. And we're not that far from each other either. We're on the same little lobe. Now, even though I'm alone, I'm going to try to dash down there real quick to get a drink from the dirty soda people. All right. 1. Black machine. Why not both, Ghost? They are the Banana Cabana is my current favorite. Harper's been working her way through the Christmas drinks. Ghost, do both. Strategy. Get you, baby. Ooh. Okay. I see that. All right, Ghost. With Sprite, huh? I might have to try that out. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Oh, I'm now reading the thing. All right. Won't advertise that. Thank you for messaging me. Good Lord. I've got all the messages sitting here. Jesus Christ. Go away, people. The other people, not you people. You people are 5. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not buying any more Christmas patterns at this point in time. Thank you. You want to stay anonymous-ish. Your secret identity. This is your Clark Kent. Felt. Yeah, what was it? The day that you came down and was talking about Crow, 3 other people mentioned my YouTube videos. A couple of vendors and a couple of customers. And I was just like, what? I made some. But definitely next year, we're making a wheel of tiny decisions and spinning that shit to get the rest of my Christmas patterns done. I still have Christmas snows haven't made yet. All right, we got another mushy. Now we go pink. I am down to only have 1 yellow in here. Okay, cool. That's what we have left. And it's only 1 hour and 36 minutes in. Hydrate if you haven't recently. Take a bite of something that's not a person. Taking a bite of your desk? That's the wrong way to faceplant. Yes. No, do not eat your desk. That's the wrong type of fiber. My presents are sitting in a brown bag underneath my desk for Harper. Ghost. You're funny. So I still gotta wrap those at some point. We bought the wrapping paper. I need to purge the old shit. All right. We're so close, y'all. So close. I got 2 more work days after this. So excited for break. So tired of the BS. I'll have to vacuum the floor too before I go, so we covered in refused fuzz. Mine have been a wrap for my family since the 6th. That sounds like you, Ghost. All right, we got a pink mushy to add. Another pink one. I think I might actually get this all done before the 2-hour mark, and I will feel incredibly accomplished. Okay. You have a point there, absolutely. There we go. Close. I have so many more whips in this house of unfinished projects that I need to get finished over break too. So I have all these ideas, but I'm not fully committed to anything so that I do not stress myself out. All right, the second pink one is done. This little basket's getting full, y'all. Taking a little bite. Socks and a heater. Socks are top tier, let me tell you that. Especially those good, what they call Mountain Lodge socks, the really thick ones with the grippy bottoms. Not the ones you get from the special stay at the hospital. Those are thin with the grippy bottoms. Okay, cool. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. Man, I keep trying to finish this one. I keep getting distracted. I don't know if I finished it or not. So, yeah, I'm going to clear out the Square app, shake all the old inventory out, re-enter it, and be more mindful of what I'm putting in this time. And even breaking down colorways. Like the Sephi colors, I want it in with each color in their own subcategories. The Mushy Boys in their own colors as subcategories. So I can also track the data over the year of what colors were popular when. Yeah, I think I'll probably finish that thought now. 2 weeks at a time. Well, you do multiple events a week, so yeah. I'm hoping to only do a couple a month. Lionel. No, Lionel. I'm still trying to remember the damn Animal Crossing character's name. Hold on, we're Googling it real fast. Animal Crossing koala. Lyman. Lyman? Lyman. Lyman. That's nice. Give me their names. Alice, Canberra, Eugene, Faith, Gonzo, Huggy. It is Lyman, the jock, the bright green one with the stripy shirt. That's my favorite Animal Crossing character. Yes, Lyman. If I sit over here, then yeah, I would have read that, but I was on a different screen. Your one brother has to wear special socks because chronic pain in his feet. You got him gloves. Okay. He only wears long socks from Marks and Marks. It's kind of expensive, so he gets a hat for hunting. Look, all valid. All very valid. Yeah, Lyman's my favorite one. There's another adorable koala. I need to make a koala, so I need to. I think he's kind of dumb, but cute. He's the lazy one, question mark. Is he? No, it's not a koala. It's something else. No, it's Ozzy. Ozzy's the other one. Them and their talk of bugs. A cheese making kit? Ooh, all right. Pop off. I want one of those veggie choppers that, it's like the shape of the mandolin, and it's got the grid cutter, and you go pow, and it cuts it into cubes. Not a slop chop. That's not cubes. You share an island with your kid, and it's basically half cats and half goats. Nice. I'm going to be starting mine over from scratch. Are you excited for the 3.0 update? I was really surprised by hearing that coming out. My thought process is, there's not a whole bunch of different things between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 for that one. I think they're wetting our palate and about to come out with a new Animal Crossing game for the Switch 2. Six-month break. I don't think I really played it. I think I played like once over June. It's been several years, and it's still hot. And they would want to make money and gear it toward the Switch too. So we're in a capitalistic society. Is what makes sense. All right, second red cap done. Random facts. Gnomes. Red caps. Tomta. All kind of stem from the same origin. And the red caps are because they soak their hats in the blood of their enemies. Kitchen finished. Yes, Alyssa. Your bugs and fish are almost done, except for the summer months, which I keep skipping. There's always time travel for that. I finished my fossils at one point. We got 3 more. 2 oranges and a yellow. Good job, Alyssa. Flick is pretty cool. I like their style. But they're not a villager per se. I guess I gotta get a Nintendo Online subscription if I want to do that too. I can see the floor around my desk. Woohoo! The yarn was too overwhelming, so I switched to my desk. Hey, you know what? You made accommodations for yourself. You still honored yourself and wanting to get things done. You just shifted the focus, and that is perfect. Good job. I'm so glad you're able to see the floor. You should feel accomplished. The vibes kept you going. Love that. I'm glad I can provide for you. And look at that. You finishing as I'm working on the orange ones. Perfection. Done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Our dreams and hard we came so far. I believe orange going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know, to the glow. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to finish right before the 2-hour mark, and I am excited for that. Like I'm born to be. We're gonna be golden. We're gonna be. Ooh, I have an ube stuffed roll in the fridge somewhere. There's my actual lunch. Hey, Martha, how are you? Never late, always on time. We have finalized, we have finished the 9 loaf cap whips that I had set out for today. I will show you. Aha! And I think the most interesting one ended up being this one. And Bernat had released a granny square blanket. And that's how that worked out. And now we are finishing off the mushy boys, which I've got all this done. Thank you. And we are almost done with the mushy boys. I've got the one in my hand and one more after. And then I was thinking of calling it there because that would be about 2 hours. And then I remembered that I have an ube stuffed roll stashed away in the kitchen somewhere, which sounds delicious. Yeah, it does. Yes, it is giving Yeti Cat. I'm not mad at it. Remember to give it a thumbs up, y'all, if you haven't already. And our second orange one is done. Does he like living snowballs? Look. I know other people have a fondness for those movies. Oh, wait, no, you're not referencing the Christmas movie. You're referencing Monsters, Inc. Probably. Last mushy boy, y'all. Last mushy boy. That's just what it sounds like. What's my favorite Christmas movie? We had this conversation the other day with someone else. The Santa Claus is nostalgic. Die Hard, just to be obnoxious. Gremlins, because nostalgia. But honestly, I think my favorite ones are more recent. Holiday on Netflix is a favorite. And Single All the Way. It's also on Netflix. It's a favorite. Jingle All the Way. Oh my gosh, I remember that one. My brother wanted a Turbo Man at that time too. My mom was like, absolutely fuck not. I think she still got it for him. All right, y'all. The mushy boys are done. Let's add that. Attempt to add it to our basket of completion. That's the thumbnail right there. All right. You know what? I have 2 pocket frogs and 2 chickens that need to be finished. We'll finish those together too. What's everyone else's favorite Christmas movies? So these 2 chickens need their beaks and eyes. And that pocket frog's done. This one needs to be sewn up. So let's grab the white and the yellow. No, yellow and black. And we'll finish these off. The Grinch. Nightmare Before Christmas. Good ones. I like the Jim Carrey's version of Grinch. I think that's my favorite of them all. Okay, good. As long as I get to stay in your good graces with that opinion. All right, the frog needs a little more stuffing. A little more. It's a little too flat. We like a rotund dog. Frog. Rotund dogs are cute too. The Grinch from the 60s. The cartoon one, or is there like a live action one that I am unaware about? Cartoon? Oh, you both answered it. Okay. I think I'm indifferent to that one just because growing up on it. All right, that's both pocket frogs already done. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get a beak on this fucker. I have not watched, I haven't even watched the one that has Benedict Cumberbatch. So I have no idea how many Grinches there are, how many times we're going to redo the same thing over and over and over again. It's like fashion. We just keep recycling. Yeah, but surprisingly, this is my best chicken color seller. Color chicken seller. There we go. Best seller chicken color. How should the English words English today? Just can't get enough keychain, y'all. Every night I dream soda pop, little soda pop. Martha, my love, have you hydrated and have you eaten today? I've already gotten on to everyone else. You're not getting out of it. I can be your sanctuary. You gave me your heart, I'm here from your soul. Reaching to the fire. Can I get the mic a little higher? I am so covered in so much fluff, y'all. I'm all you need, I can be your side. Ooh, yummy. I made an adult Lunchable. All right, chickens just need eyeballs. All right, one more set of eyes and then clean up and we are done. Oh, yay, more Steffi. Steffi shall take over the world. I only have 3 blues and 3 purples left. No, 3 blues and 3 pinks left. I have a bunch of the other colors. And by a bunch, I mean like 5 or more. If there's more than 5, we're great, but I'm not going to stress about making more blue or pink Steffies today. In fact, after this, I'm going to finish my lunch because I realize I put nuts on the plate, but I probably shouldn't be eating the nuts while handling this product just for, allergen reasons for other people. I will finish my food, drink more water, camp out on the couch to make Ollie the ornament, finish him beforehand, and probably watch an episode of Stranger Things. There are some days where I get so picky about the fluff sticking out on my plushies that I will sit here with a pair of tweezers and find every little bit sticking out. One. All right, one more. Everything is tucked in. We're just plucking off the fluff. Either that or I'll just watch K-pop Demon Hunters again. I got time to get through that. All right. We are done. Y'all, we did that. How many mushies? Black, purple, blue, green, orange, red, pink, 15 mushy boys, 2 pocket frogs, 2 chickens, and 9 cats, all completed with y'all hanging out with me. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all hanging out and keeping me accountable and sharing with me. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. We're going to try to get some more footage tonight so I can give you a market day recap at the end of the week. Drink water, eat a snack, get some sunshine, and remember you're loved no matter how you feel. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye. Couldn't get it to work.